Okay, so here we are in the first game using Capture Age. So far everything looks okay, no particular bugs, no slowdowns, so everything should be working fine. We have I don't want to call him D3rp anymore, I just want to keep calling D3rpina like he used to be called. We have D3rpina, average 2k player, quite good at arena, quite good all round. I quite like D3rp and his playstyle in general. He's generally just quite good. Starting with berries because he built a house in there. That's also quite a nice little functional tip there. Here we have Terror over here. Oh, right there. I forgot about this completely. Absolutely, completely forgot about this. Don't let your dreams be memes, people. But yeah, these are literally the best games I could find this week. It's just Terror vs random plebs every single arena game. So what we're going to see here, I don't really know. We have Franks vs Spanish. Of course, Spain can always do Conquistadors, stay 1TC. They get imp quite fast with a map this bad. He probably wants to do some really heavy 1TC aggression with the Spanish. And if he imps quite fast, then Franks might have a slight problem with that. It's going to be very hard for Franks to try and win this with Knights. They don't have Siege Ram against Conquistadors. They do have half decent onagers, they do have BBC, but it's not quite ideal compared to Spain. I think Spain's a really strong matchup here, but the Frank economy might just be able to pull it off if he has a really good map, which it seems like he has an okay map. Actually, it's a very, very good map here. He has a main gold towards the back, a second stone that's towards the back, an extra stone in the back, an extra gold, a second gold. I mean, maybe a little bit risky here, but not too bad at all. He has a lot of gold and a lot of stone back. Especially stone could be quite good if he does have really fast 3TC boom, goes on stone quite early. He could easily defend with the castle. Frank's cheaper castles is really helpful for that kind of situation. Of course, if a Spanish player is 1TC, he'll be able to imp quite fast. But if he imps and trebs in the castle, then you're going to see very soon after, by the time it's not even tread down yet, probably, Franks will be in the Imperial Age and they'll have a much better economy to try and deal with it. So looking at D3rp's map, it is... I mean, there's only one way this map could be worse, really, sort of two ways, but one way would be main gold here, slightly further over towards the front of the wall, and main stone here. That would probably be the absolute killing blow. But yeah, this map is pretty bombed here. Nice inside here though, I don't see why he would complain about that. Looking at the map, relics probably... Actually, let's have a quick look at the minimap. I know this enlarges relics. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here. I would say that a little bit of advantage for Terror, these two being quite close, but this one's easily tucked away for D3rp, and this one's maybe towards D3rp. I think it's okay. I'm probably pretty fair with relic luck. I don't know why we keep talking about them in World Kingdoms, because it's usually quite balanced. Extra gold out here on the map. Of course, Terror does have one in his back base, so this is the only other one, and it's blocked off by a relic. So it looks like if D3rp does get pushed, he's not going to have much of a chance to get some outside gold. His second gold is here though, but I'd imagine this is probably where he might be pushed. I mean, he's going to lose a stone, second gold, and another gold. Would Terror push his Franks though? I don't really know. That's not the right alt. Is that the one? That's the one. Speed this up a little bit. I really should get some better lemonade for this. Terror went for quite a bit of scouting info, and he did manage to steal a sheep. Looks like D3rp does know this. I don't know if he noticed, but he might eventually get hold of it with his scout. We'll see what he does. D3rp does not have too much scouting, but he does know where Terror is, which is quite important. He's going to be able to reclaim the sheep. There we go. Forward villages. Oh, we're going to see a trust from Terror. If you like a fun game, this is definitely not going to be it. Spanish players going on stone though. It's really, really hard to trust Spain. But Terror does know where both stones are. If he gets the tower on this, then pretty screwed for D3rp. If D3rp can collect 50 stone in total before the tower goes up though, I think he might have a decent enough time trying to defend this. Just 2 towers is Spain. Maybe let Terror get in first. Pretty bad map though. I wonder if D3rp would try and wall that off. Does D3rp know? Not enough. But if you didn't know, that'd be quite a nice little wall off there. Loads of resources. Moving to the back stone already though, he knows what he's doing. Terror scouts it. How's Terror going to try and fight that one off? D3rp is going to be able to feed a little bit on the late side. 28 plus 2 with a loom. He did get a loom. He's doing a 27 plus 2 apparently. My money's on Terror's about to get housed. No, he isn't. He built a house. Surprising. And he's bringing even more villagers to try and trust this stone. 4 villas in that stone though. This looks like quite a nice little defense here from D3rp. He does have quite some extensional walling. He probably wants to double palisade that if he wants to have really nice cheap defense. D3rp does not have time watch. He has no vision. I mean, he can't even really scout that tower too much with the house if he wanted to. He might even GG after his tower goes up. And D3rp does not notice. He's too busy focusing up there. Oh, this is so GG. Losing 4 villagers like that. He's probably going to notice he doesn't have any stone. And this is probably going to be the GG called. GG, fuck you. I gotta love D3rp. D3rp and his pro strategies. To be fair, Terra's only 5 villagers ahead. I vote D3rp quite high in general. These Trust games are quite boring to watch though. So let's see if we have any luck with Capture H. Make sure it transitions to the next game quite well. Let's move on to game number 2. As soon as I update the score, which I frequently forget to do. There's Capture H. Oh, these civs. Terror gets Khmer and D3rp gets Portuguese. Portuguese should absolutely dominate in this matchup. Is he going to be trushed? Probably. 1 tower here, and again he's off stone. And Terror doesn't even have to break in to make that happen. So what's going to happen? You know, I'm not entirely sure about this. Just simply because I know Terror's probably going to trush with much weaker civ. I do enjoy Khmer from time to time. The boom is really nice. They have some good options. They'd have a quite hard-ish to stop late game. When you get towards things like the Scorpions, the bomber cannons, it's a bit of a crazy matchup. I believe Capture H has just crashed on me. Oh yeah, Capture H just crashed. So let's get rid of Capture H. Back to the base game, but I'm going to see if Capture H is going to want to work. Yes, Khmer do have a good boost with the orbs. It's because they could just imp really fast. It depends though, if you want to do something like Siege Tower Crossbow or whatever. Crossbow map control. It does make crossbow a lot more viable in Arena. But I would still like to see Cavalry Archer. They don't really have a big weakness to anything that crossbow does kill though. Like Arblast Elephant's not a huge thing. You could definitely still go Cavalier. A really nice quick boom with Khmer because of the whip bonus into Cavalier is always nice. Fitting in some Arblast can be quite good for that. It just depends on your economy and what you're against, but some situations it does help. On paper, Khmer are not too bad in Arena. But obviously, without elephants, there's not too much you could go. Now, a lot of people just think to go Cavalier as Khmer. I mean, there's not a single thing wrong with Khmer Cavalier. And even just a couple of Scorpions behind is quite a huge addition. Against Portuguese though, of course, what do they have against the organ guns? They could up really fast. They could Mangonels is still not too great against organ guns. Or especially, oh god. God. What's going on this game? What are you doing? I mean, those deer would really suck to push. What is this? Normal zoom level is about here, I think. Catch rate doesn't show ratings as far as I'm aware. Not in any of those screens. No, you just get the standard, you know, when you start a Vibly game it says players ratings, this game's put on Vibly.com. Yeah, 1971 for D3rp and 2217 for Terror at the time. That's some intense farming. So what is Terror going to go for here? Terror is going for a decently late up. He's going for 29 plus 0. He went quite early on the gold, so obviously it's going to be quite standard Conquerors FC. 20 plus 0 equivalent 27 plus 2, but your economy is probably closer to 29 plus 2 for the generic civ. Because obviously you got the wood saved, but then you got the villagers working for longer as well. D3rp, please tell me you're going organs. Yes, he is going to organs. Organs is extremely nice as Portuguese these days. It's just a really hard to beat unit without Redemption Monks. And even if you do have Redemption Monks, the range is not too ideal. You could always add various things as Khmer, as Portuguese. For example, your own monks would be quite nice. Adding your own monks doesn't require too much attention. You just go heavier on gold. You can sell resources. It's quite quick to get gold if you need it. Get atonement monks. Khmer don't have atonement. They have redemption, but not atonement. And that's kind of hard to beat. That's a very all-in push. I mean, he's going to build a freaking forward castle, so obviously it's going to be quite all-in. We'll see how this one goes. Does D3rp know where to build it? He knows where the stone is. Terror, what the hell are you doing? And he's going to try to build a castle to stop it. That tower, rather. Is D3rp going to get the tower up? I mean, he does have 6 villagers and this is only 5. And he did debate. Oh no! He could have got that up. So now we see probably a ram coming out. Hopefully we see a ram. It's going to be quite nice to get him with the ram. Destroy the walls much quicker, and organs, of course, are going to stop anything behind the wall taking that out of the game. Terror just not really giving a shit. We don't see fletching for D3rp. I think with fletching he should be able to reach that. Maybe. It's a close one. What? 6,800. I think this is 6. This is pretty crazy. I don't mind capture rage, but if it didn't crash, that'd be a little bit better. How's Terror going to defend this? He's going to just make mangonels, go mangonel defense. It's not bad, as long as you keep an eye on your organ gun, so you can still definitely snipe mangonels. Ikino coming in to try and get platinum. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Fast university, I hope. 2TC. 2TC is nice, you don't have to add a third one. Staying 2TC just instantly puts you in a better position than the 1TC eco player. And you can still afford basic defenses that you wouldn't be able to afford otherwise. For example, university for guard tower, and adding the tower is not too much different in cost from adding a TC and running it for a couple of villagers. I really don't understand the mangonel at all. It seems like a really odd choice when you have this many organ guns and you're against the guard tower defense. University, there we go. So I think, oh, what? Did he just do? I think he just did. But yeah, I think we actually might see Arbalast coming out here. Arb BBC from the Khmer player. Not a bad strategy, but Jesus, that mill is going to kill me for the rest of my days. There's no way D3rp's going to get in at this point, though. He's not. He has less food eco than Eddie does when he's trying to run 300 castles. He's going to go for some kind of crazy castle push, maybe a little bit more ballsy to build a little bit more forward. He does obviously have the mangonel and all the organ guns to protect it. What time is it now? I'm going to speed this the hell up, essentially, just so I can get it done quite quick. I don't want to stream for another hour, maybe another 40 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be a really quickly cast best of 5. We're going to KC area on this. So let's speed things up just an extra tad more. Was a guard tower defense, and we're going to see a much better economy. Are we going to see Terror clicking up anytime soon? No, apparently not. He doesn't have a high food economy. Neither does D3rp. D3rp, of course, if you're 1 TC, he could just imp and make... Well, he would be able to imp if he was high on any other resource. If he was high on gold, he'd be able to buy it, sell some wood, buy up maybe, but yeah, all you have to do as Portuguese is to imp really fast and then make Feitarias. I shit you not. Melkor has been beating many players, including myself, with that. Literally just staying 1 TC with Portuguese, and the only way you could really beat that is by being low economy yourself, 1 TC or 2 TC, and you're going to lose some villagers in that anyway. I mean, he's only 10 villagers ahead, which is decent enough. But at the same time, as soon as D3rp gets up to Imperial Age, you could obviously add 3 Feitarias. And it literally... You could still do the whole 1 TC push thing, all attention on your army, don't have to pay attention to the economy. But the 60 pop the Feitarias take, which you wouldn't be using otherwise, they're going to get you like an extra 25 villas economy maybe. And especially getting a lot of stone and gold is really, really nice. You can easily go bomber towers after that. It's incredibly hard to beat Portuguese when they get to that stage if you are, you know, not 120 villas. Because they could just straight up throw up Feitarias and beat you. It's also really nice that Portuguese do have heresy for that kind of situation, where they're just masking up the organ guns, and then even monks won't be able to work. D3rp is going to imp first. Hopefully he does not forget about the good old Feitarias. He has been watching the Melkor games recently, as far as I'm aware, so I think maybe he wants to try it. From what I've experienced with D3rp, if he does see something in those games and he sees it working, then he does like to try those kinds of things. My mouse keeps glitching out. If you see me like randomly start to the side here and then move, it's not me. Only seems to have my capture age open, but I'm gonna guess it's just my PC being a bit crap. Oh, Terror, 30-minute wheelbarrow. Melkor's got a new contender. Double Siege Workshop, we're gonna see some BBC, I reckon. Maybe not Onager. Onager would be okay. But I think BBC is going to be a bit better, especially expecting Trebs. Making Onager, I could work, but I'm just saying I would probably expect to see units kind of better cleaning things up. Siege rounds would be okay, but they don't work against organs. Like, well, to be fair, D3rp doesn't have to be in organs. He's not been running his castles non-stop. If you have 30 organs, then siege ramps don't really work too much. Like, Janissary, sure, but organs, no. It's just, they do... Was it like 6 damage a shot to siege ramps? Because the spread still counts. And when you got 30 of them firing non-stop, siege ramps go down quite quick. You need like a good 15 of them before you can start being large numbers of organ guns. Chemistry? He's gonna go for BBC. He does have to deal with the Trebs as well. Do we see Feitaria? No. I want to see Feitarias. This is some terror level of Treb repair though. Oh, is that Maginel gonna get all the kills though? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, that's regrettable. Castle, probably... I reckon... I don't know if the castle's going to go down. How much stone does... Terror's buying stone. It's going to be quite difficult for that to happen. Unless he gets some really lucky shots, knocks down these Trebs at an exorbitant rate, then I think that castle's just going to go down. He's even running out of gold. He doesn't even have resources to sell for gold to buy stone with anymore. Yeah. He must have run out of time. But then again, we are currently sitting on some kind of Treb war right here. Terror's quite good at defending those just because he's really quick at repairing. Looking at economy at home, still D3rp is sitting on 47 villagers, 46 villas. I don't even know what these numbers mean anymore. Was it 47 and 14 idle? Ah, there we go. All BBC have now come out to snipe the traps. Of course, they shouldn't hard counter organs, but they're going to at this point when there's only a couple left. No more organs for D3rp. I don't even know what unit he's trying to make. He's making a couple organs there, getting his own chemistry, maybe some bomb cannons. He's going to start taking Terra's extra gold. What does Terra have for gold in the way of his own base? Nothing, isn't? I don't even remember where his gold used to be. But then again, he does have stone out here. He doesn't really need it at this point because he has enough siege. His castle's gonna go down, no more BBC. I think D3rp should just GG now, just because he has quite low economy. He doesn't really have a chance to recover this. Does D3rp actually know about Terra's TC count though? D3rp doesn't actually really know anything. I guess he's just assuming that Terra's been 2 or 3 TC booming back here. It would make sense if you just assumed it. Terra does not scout this over here. It's getting a little bit denied in the woodline, but nothing too bad. This is pure siege, and there's nothing that could really stop it. I mean, if D3rp went cap farms maybe, but yeah. Maybe Arquebus BBC, but obviously I can't really afford that. His economy is really low though, very, very little on the way of food. And wooden gold units to stop this. Bomb cannon would be kind of the only one, and without Arquebus or any real meat shield to protect them, that's probably not going to be easy to stop at all. Just quickly get these games over, we're going to move on to game 3. I wish Capture Age showed achievements. If it did, that would really complete my day. Is this going to work? This is apparently going to work. Okay, so we have Terror over here in game number 3. I should probably edit these scores, that would also be quite nice. Terror as the Burmese and D3rp as Aztecs. D3rp's map is famously terrible right now. Couldn't really get much worse of a main gold. He does have some stone, but his Aztecs, is he going to need it? No. 900 HP arena. How are Burmese going to beat Aztecs? I mean, he might rush. You can't really go Iron Buy against a Civ that could just make enough monks to counter that quite easily. Monks do somewhat counter Iron Buy. Iron Buy could be quite nice if you get enough mass, like if you do some really quick castle stuff, like 26+2 maybe. But in the end, Aztecs, especially when they get their extra HP, they survive an extra 1 or 2 hits from Iron Buy after just a few upgrades compared to normal monks. And that's pretty nice. I know there's a way to change that. L, K, J, M, no, N, no, P, P. There we go. We got green health bars and everything now. That setting doesn't auto-save, so if I don't do it, remind me every time that Capture Age restarts. Although it's still right over here. What are we going to see from D3rp? Probably some monasteries against Burmese, to be fair. I mean, not too much Burmese can do unless he went for a Trush or some kind of YOLO forward castle. I mean, it's going to be risky. He does have extra berries. It's going to be quite nice if he does try and pull something like that off. He's going to try boom against Aztecs. He's never going to win that late game. What did Terror do? Terror is leaving a boar. Let's see how well this is going to work out for him. He's going to get it. He might hold the gate open though. And D3rp. Ah, RIP for D3rp. Well, he is Aztecs. Does he have good access to deer? No, he does not. But then again, Terror Scout is quite close to dead. Not too important, but... So what we're going to see here from D3rp, probably some long up FC. I mean, we're probably going to see... I could still see a Trush coming from Terra at this point. Oh, it's now 22 villages actually, it's quite late. He's not going to go for it, he's going to go for some quite his usual 25+2 into usually boom. Terror was complaining to me about using the same strategy over and over again, and then he literally just 25+2 booms every single game. Oh, gotta love him. 760k wood on this arena map. They're not going to run out of that anytime soon. I wonder if there's if they're going to implement something to like enlarge the minimap so it's like this big. Just to get an easier look at it. Don't you mean Arabia clowns? Terror went for a... Did he go stone? No, he's going to go scouts. Scouts against Aztecs. As Burmese. It's not the end of the world to do that. It's an okay opening, but I guess booming towards the late game against Aztecs is... it's not exactly punishing for a map this bad. Has he scouted it though? Not really. Which is fair enough. You never often have that much scouting info at this point to be pushing gear. And obviously if you lame a boar you're kind of regretting going outside into the map. D3rp has reasonable scouting, but he can't scout the main gold as of yet. That's not so good. I'm not entirely sure what his plan here is. He did get a boar lamed and he did go up quite a high population. Ah, he's gonna go eagles. Okay, eagles is a nice map control method. Of course you're gonna be able to kill some monks. You wouldn't really smash a meso civ for that reason. But eagles and Castle Age stronger than scouts. Not as strong as light cav. No, sorry, they are stronger than light cav. They win by one hit. But light cav are a bit better because of the mobility. Whereas with eagles, you know, you could have 3 here, but it's really easy to hit and run eagles. Scout's not going to be able to get a kill, but neither player's giving a shit. Double racks is a little bit... This is a little bit crazy if you're just trying to get some map control. I think maybe... forging even. Is D3rp going to do some crazy forward? Because he needed the farms because he got his boar lamed, he's quite heavy on wood, which would translate quite well into a forward siege workshop. How do you really counter the eagles though, if your opponent, as the Aztecs, then starts adding in monks? Kind of with eagles smush. And that's quite basically a very, very low food cost strategy. So then what? They could imp really, really fast. D3rp is really sacrificing the eagles though. This is definitely enough just to kill over here. Terror bringing in some... There's not really any other place to put the scoreboard though. It used to be here, but Capture Age, as opposed to AOC has all the text researching about here-ish, in this area. And then we'd have the scoreboard above it, but in Capture Age it starts up here. So this is the whole tech research area. So, God knows where to really dump it. I was thinking up here, if we get like a flipped version, that would be okay. But we'll look into it. We are still waiting on getting some more graphics for the stream in general. But we have some new, we have a new project that's being worked on for some quite nice software for the stream. Also, welcome to the stream. We don't have Sanctity yet and he's not getting it. We see Sanctity from Terror. And Terror's just going to lose his monks. And he's going to lose light cap to all the eagles as well. We use our own style as score. Oh, he's going for the siege tower. Nice. It is late, but then again, Terror's not expecting it. Terror is 3 TC though. He's going to be able to defend this quite well. A second stable coming up. Is he just going to keep adding light cap for that many stables though? He has the food economy to kind of pull that one off. Hey, he did get the extra berries, just decided not to take them. We see... voice is cracking like a 12-year-old. I prefer resources top left. When it comes to Capture Age, I visually like... I like the minimap, I like the quick... You know, the hotkeys for enabling that kind of stuff. I don't like some of the features that are on that could definitely be changed. So that's not going to be a problem. some of the features are on by default, like the colored health bars. I like the monk conversion thing. I think it's really, really nice. I quite like Capture Age, but I don't like the really, really high system resources it uses. The fact it's only for 1v1s and 2v2s, and all the crashes and bugs and stuff. It's really properly in a very, very early developmental phase right now, I would say. I do still prefer the original AOC layout. The problem with that is that oh, elephant being added. A lot of people who don't actually play the game like Capture Age, but people who actually often play the game don't definitely prefer the normal view, as far as I've found with all the people watching. But then again, if you're someone like T90, you don't have viewers that actually watch the game, will play the game. Still Castle Age for D3rp. He is on a decent bit of farms. He might be able to click up sometime soon in the future if he just keeps building on that, but I don't know. He wants to take into a lot of Castle Age pikemen. It's going to work okay against the elephants, but then again, I do think just add more monks, because he does have more than enough eagles to just tackle the elephants. Definitely a lot more villagers for Terror though. He is losing some, but 12 villager lead, and he has 3 TCs as opposed to just the one from D3rp. So he could easily reboom as long as he manages to quell this rebellion effectively. Don't know why he's adding elephants though. He doesn't have Terror say. And he's against Aztec monks as well. I don't really know how you consider countering this. I mean, something like mass longswords might be a bit better. Obviously it's going to kill the pikes, it's going to kill the eagle warriors. There's not that many monks, only a couple. And I think longswords might actually be quite effective here, especially with the extra attack. That's the kind of thing I would resort to in this situation. I would say this is of course a good situation to be in. Aztecs being a really strong civ is going to be very hard to beat them. Eagle raiding even back here, the economy's still getting quite hurt. And that's a monk that's going to go down. The pain. This TC is going to go down, this one very, very swiftly after. Nothing Terror can do to stop it, and he calls the GG. Really nice play from D3rp. That's a good way to showcase the Aztec power. What's the one relic that wasn't taken? This one? Yeah. Oh, you can't see on the minimap. Really nice play. Neither player imping, but oh, there is no but to that. Neither player is that close. So let's move swiftly on to game number 4. As soon as we update the score, we are now 2-1 for Terror over D3rp. I wish we could make a slightly custom version of this screen, if they allowed us to do that. Not just edit the Capture Age logo, obviously maybe keep this, but give us a space where you can put an image over here, like actually implement it into the software. That'd be quite nice with that, to have like a Vibly Fish logo or something. Just so it, you know, doesn't look like we just have a plain error screen. Alright, let's see what Capture Age gives us now. We have D3rp as the melee and we have Terror as the Malians. These are both very, very good arena civs. Of course, melee does have... I wouldn't say that any high-level arena player would rank them below top 5, but most people would rank them maybe top 3, second civ maybe. Top 2 easily. I think a couple of people would rank them as top 1. Some people would rank Aztecs in that position. But either way, really, really strong civ. Malians, really, really strong as well, just simply because they have all the features you need for some good arena play. You have a nice gold mining bonus, you have very good monks that assists, and obviously a wood bonus helps the smush as well. Helps you boom. Really nice overall bonuses for the Malians. Their tech tree is a little bit lacking in the Imperial Age because it feels like they sort of miss a couple of traits. They have no siege engineers on their siege onagers. They don't have paladin. They don't have blast furnace for their champions, but they do have all the extra little bonuses, such as obviously the extra pierce armor on the champions, making them very good against most units. And obviously they do have Farimba for their cavalier, making them effectively the strongest Cavalier in the game. Without the ability to research the Paladin, of course. I think Malians could definitely beat Melee, especially when you're against something like Karambits. You could easily just do something like Champion. You have Hand Cannoneer as well. Just depending on what you want to go against. Of course, two-handed swordsman spam can eventually beat that. But Melee don't have Hand Cannoneer. They're going to be quite hard to beat champions. You might be trading gold effectively with two-handed swords over champions, but only 20 gold for a champion and them being a decent bit better, you could win as the Malians. I do prefer the Malian Boom. It's just a little bit more standard, but of course Melee do have a lot more resources early on. Doesn't look like we're going to see some sort of really fast Trush from D3rp, but you never really know. He's adding in farms, so probably not, no. What's Terror going to do? Is he going to Trush? If he gets Loom now? Yep, he's getting Loom, he's going to Trush. Trush and Melee, not the best idea. Melee up really fast. As soon as they see you hit Feudal Age, they're like, okay, get Loom, click up, and they'll be up in a minute and a half. They have a lot less time to wait before they're able to defend if they see you trushing. Malian's not bad Trush though. I mean, they do have a nice gold binding bonus to get up quicker a bit later. The cheaper wood buildings not only applies to things like barracks and archery ranges, so you can make archers in with your Trush. But it just helps you build farms as well later on with the extra wood you save on other buildings. There is no tech tree in Capture Age either, but perhaps it's a future feature. We can hope for it. Let's see what this noob is going to do in this Trush. 4 villagers on stone, that's quite ballsy. What was his wood count? His wood count is extremely low, but he's building a... Oh, blacksmith, he's going to go for fast fletching. No barracks anytime soon. D3rp sees a Trush, he has Loom, he clicks up. Not even that late compared to normal 28+2. I'm unsure if the number in the brackets is the idols, the lighter numbers the villagers, and the other is military. I was wondering what if the idols counted towards the villager count in total, or if they kept it separate. Oh, only single layer palisade wall here. The one thing I've seen work all the time is double layer palisade walls. Like, no one ever seems to beat it when they Trush. You just don't get through it. They try some other way. This can quite easily be beaten, but D3rp is going to go all in building this tower, no fucks given. Goes up faster. Terror does have fletching though, you have quite fast fletching. We don't see a blacksmith yet? Is that blacksmith? Yes. So maybe we'll see fletching from D3rp. He does not have a huge food economy though. He only has 4 villagers on food there. He has a couple there, but he's only got 2 farms. To click up quick is going to be quite hard. Of course he has Melee, he get up really quickly when he actually does get the resources to click up. He is building a stable, which is interesting. It's a nice little up building to have. I'm not sure if he planned to go scouts in the beginning. But he has a lot of villagers on stone, he's going to be able to repair that tower. He's going to be able to just keep himself alive until he's able to click up. He's idling his TC, he is still quite a few villagers ahead actually. Compared to Terror, just simply the Melee bonus is quite good for that. Terror's economy at home, 3 farms and no berries. He's still able to make villagers for a little while though, lots of food in the bank. D3rp clicking up. He's probably going to make elephants. I believe we saw Golokin vs... I don't know, Melkor was it? In the Arena Seasonal? Where Melkor just made elephants as Melee to deter a Trush. Although of course Golokin was a bit crazy to Trush an 1800 HP wall arena. And there we go, he is up. We're going to see 1, 2 elephants queued up. Not too much food economy for the melee player again, but of course he doesn't really need it too much if he's going to be able to add a TC soon and try and actually recover his economy. He has lots of wood to add farms if he needs to. 5 spears. How is spears going to deal with the tower though, as well as the elephant? Like honestly, elephants are quite effective at dealing with spears. It's really strange. You used to think like you could just randomly mass 5 knights, 5 spears and just kill like 4 knights even if you just managed to encompass them, but elephants is a different story. Back when I first experienced them in HD when I was playing 1v1 Arabia Clown games, it was an interesting experience trying to beat them with spears. I think you're actually better off feeding spears one at a time into elephants, but I might be mistaken. Terra's going to be clicking up soonish. 315 stone, he added more villagers to stone, he has 6 there, 3 towers. I'm assuming he's just going to be trying to hold this position until he is able to build a castle, maybe go Gaberos. Gaberos are okay-ish against elephants, nothing spectacular, but they do okay. Could definitely hit and run. It's Malay elephants, of course, they are cheaper, but obviously they're not faster like the Khmer elephants. I don't know why D3rp is running from the spears, because I really do think the elephants can tank that fight quite easily. D3rp is now getting some armor, he's going to tech into them, he's going to add a TC. I mean, he's still up way before Terra's chance to, so he can definitely get ahead in Vills. The melee bonus already puts him ahead enough, but obviously he might want to further that advantage while he's in Castle Age and he's not currently dying to a rush. As long as there's enough elephants to take this fight, then I don't see Terror being able to build his castle. But he might be able to just drop it and then quick wall on the villagers. Is that a monastery? Okay. Almost enough stone to build a castle. I'm assuming that's what he's going to be doing now. If you build a castle here, especially just at a range of the tower, yeah, that's good enough. Research and pikemen though, that is quite a huge upgrade against those elephants. And we're seeing a castle from the Malay player. Oh, this castle is going to get completely denied just simply because this castle is going to be a big problem for it. Elephant's probably going to go down here. Oh no, that's a really bad engagement for the pikes. They didn't attack for a long time. Garrison and castle maybe? And now the Karambits are coming out. Karambits, they have no upgrades as far as I'm concerned. I didn't see D3rp get any. They did get forging and 1 armor even. They're not going to be too good at killing off the towers, but he does deny the castle. He could have been able to wall Terra in. Terra has sort of a big problem though. Oh no, he doesn't actually. No, he's quite well walled in. Not too bothered about that. The Malay player could really easily imp fast. Terror is going to do some semi kind of fast imp shit after the trash cell. Maybe we're going to see a ram rush from our Malay player. I don't really know what the plan for the Malay player here is if he isn't going to rams. Is he coming onto the map? Perhaps if he intended to push here, kill Terra's economy at home, that'd be quite nice. I mean, he doesn't have to care about this. I mean, Terra can get, he can up, he can get trebs, he can try and fight this forever as D3rp sits repairing the castle and just pushing here with rams and karambits. Even siege tower them in if he wanted to. Welcome to the stream, Sir Lance, and Sir Conter and Licozer and not you Terror, fuck you, and Marv and who else is here? Oh, Terror doesn't wall out walls out the Karambits rather. The giveaway is given at the end of the stream, and the stream is going to be a quick one. As soon as the best of 5 is over, then it's given away. And this is almost the end of the 4th game, I feel. Going for Castle Age Rams. Gabeo's behind, definitely going to be able to stop this. Gabeo's going to kill the Karambits as well. Terror is going to imp. Nothing out here from D3rp, I'm afraid, but he does have a much stronger economy. Of course, Terror did some fast imp. Now D3rp is going to realise that, so he's going to have to try and come up with some other plan. More rams, perhaps? Or just moving outside. Siege tower, maybe? I hope for a siege tower. Rain this economy with only 40 villagers, nothing to defend anything here. Except maybe a couple of Gabetos that will eventually turn up. That's going to be too devastating. That's 100 villagers leaving. What are we looking at? D3rp has a high stone count, he could easily bust his way in here with the castle. Lots and lots of villagers, especially with just garrisons in the castle to help kill the wall. Not a problem for him there. Not repairing the castle though, he doesn't actually have too much stone, he only has 100 if he does build the castle over there. So it looks like it might be okay for Terror to have sort of free reign to take out the castle with TC. There's definitely a lot to raid over here, the main gold especially. D3rp can't really protect that too well. But then again, he is now in. I guess he used a couple of petards and he's built the castle inside. Oh, that's pretty huge. Terrors did add an extra TC down here, but it's not going to survive all too long. Yeah, it's not looking too good here for D3rp. Oh, he's going to get a couple of Gabeto conversions though. That's going to be slightly helpful at defending, especially now that all of Terror's army is now at home. You might get raided. Not too many Karambits to be able to defend this though. It's just the castle here, which is a huge problem. Keep adding Castle Age Karambits should be able to start taking this out of the game. Scorpions being added? Scorpions is really nice. Villager population wise though, we still see a lot more for the Malay player. These tribes are just getting murdered by a couple of Gabetos that got converted. That's not so good. I wonder why Terror isn't focusing his push here though, because he did have semi kind of a free reign as long as he had just enough Gabetos. Terror's building another castle, he's going to do it here to try and defend. This is probably eventually going to go down, it's going to be able to kill just enough of the Karambits. There's only one villager garrison to it, never mind, it's not a problem. D3rp does not know about the secondary castle, maybe he might go over there, probably not in time though. No Imperial Age for D3rp in sight. Does have quite a nice full Castle Age push here though, he does have extra TCs outside, he's still on only 2 now, he did lose this one. Siege Workshop coming up at home. I don't have a Siege Workshop hotkey in Capture Age. It does use a couple of my standard hotkeys, but it doesn't have my, one of its hotkeys overwrites my Siege Workshop hotkey. Probably going to see a lot of Rams. But Terror just has to go full Gabetos. He does have 2 castles. He doesn't have too many farms anymore since, well, this lot got raided, but this lot is the ones I was going to refer to. If this TC goes down, Terror has a huge problem with the lack of food economy even. What's he going to do against Scorpions? Nothing. He has no economy anymore. It's definitely an interesting one. Like, you wouldn't really expect this to work, but it's more than working. You are Malay, cheat civ. More villagers going down for Terror. He's now down to 38 villagers. His 1 TC is losing so many villagers. Well, 1 TC, which he then added TCs to. Whereas D3rp is on more than double the villager count, 89 compared to 37. He is still full Castle Age, but you know, he's constantly popped at 120 plus fills. He has a decent amount of Rams to try and deal with this. He's going to be able to clean this one up unless Terror can afford to make more Gabetos, which he can't. With what economy? None. D3rp getting all the resources, Terror is just being dark noob right now by not GGing at all. Fun stuff. I'm not sure why Terror isn't GGing. He has 36 villagers, 9 idols, and none of the ones working are getting the food he needs to make any resources. What's that? 5 farmers to run 2 TCs and 2 Castle Gabetos. What is this, area economy? So that tribe is not going to go down, that castle will go down. And that's quite a nice holding position for D3rp. For Terror rather. And no amount of Rams is going to be able to stop that. I quite like that. It's quite nice because D3rp is not even close to Imperial Age. He might be able to get his way up soon if he does have hand cart. I can't check the tech tree, this is Capture Age. Is it available? No, D3rp does not even have wheelbarrow apparently. Ah. Nice. Well, his economy is not going to be in too much of a shape to go up anytime soon. He does have a lot of farms, but without wheelbarrow. Terror is abusing the market a little bit, probably to... he's buying some food to make some Gabetos, maybe run his TCs with. If he can manage this Mangonel micro quite well, he could do some cleaning up here. D3rp has a little bit of a problem now. He's eventually getting pushed back by Terror. I don't think we can speed this up anymore. I was wrong. Terror does have such a tech advantage when it comes to the trebs, and able to secure the trebs and have even Mangonel trades is probably the way he's winning this one. Gabetos are just so good at cleaning up the karambits. But now, even his melee, he's adding in knights and he's actually clearing stuff up here. Why knights? And Terror hears about his population, 118 villagers, 134 total pop. And Terror only 34 total pop and 30 villagers. That is, I mean, if he was able to kill the knights, then it would be such a big problem. He'd be able to reboot maybe, but yeah, the knights are just raiding his economy, killing them off. D3rp with another solid win. My voice is about to die, so we're about to quickly cast the last game in the series. It's going to be decided match in a best of 5. Oh, please don't tell me you crashed AOC. It was a nice game though. Capture Rage crashed for okay, it just updated, does his life, that's nice. Hopefully it fixed the 4 crashes we've had this stream or whatever. I'm lying, it's only 2 crashes. This is a new launcher for Capture Rage. I'll go with stable. I keep getting this error message every time I launch. Now it's finally launched fine. So let's quickly get into game number 5. Oh. Why is Capture Rage only showing now? What? The things that happen. And we have Burmese vs Aztecs, but it's the other way around this time. Looking at the map though, the Burmese player does have a worse map actually. I think Terror had a decent map that game, quite a good map. Now we have D3rp. With Aztecs, also an okayish map. I mean, the stones is not too great, but if it does get pushed off gold, you could always sell that for a little bit. This is something I do tend to do. Selling stone, I mean, it's not ideal, but it is slightly better than not having any gold. Quite a bit better even. It's not too bad of an idea. Aztecs can easily do some all-in here and just kill the Burmese with this map. I mean, the only way to really defend is to be like fast to imp, sort of arm by monk treb. And even then he's going to really struggle against the Ottoman monks as soon as Heresy comes out. But if he does have such a high monk advantage, like, you know, block printing VMs really fast, then maybe he might be able to just kill enough monks to have the iron buy to be more worthwhile. But I don't think we're going to see that here. Full Castle Age longswords, that would be a really nice, almost a meme strategy I would love to see. It'd be quite strong even against the Aztecs. Terror is not going for a trush, he's going to do his usual 25+2 into probably just a boom because he's a scrub and does every single game. Not saying anything different about me, but high up for D3rp, he's going to 2 on stone, only 2, with a 27+2. Maybe he's going to go scouts into some kind of forward castle iron buy. Something that Dracont has done from time to time. Although I believe Dracont still uses 3 on gold, 3 on stone in Dark Age. Maybe he wants to do some crazy 4TC booming strat. For pretty much everyone, Aztecs over Burmese. I think very few people raid Aztecs in the top 5. If any, actually. I'm not entirely sure who did raid them that high. I rated Aztecs, I overrated them. I even have my list open on the side here from a long time ago. I rated Burmese as 10, and honestly I think I overrated them, and that's just simply because I was basing it on games I see. You could go champs, but then again, Aztec Jaguars are just really strong. Not a lot of people think to go them. We do see some backstone here though. Aztecs are pretty much, everyone rates them either top 1 and some people rate them top 2. Malay sort of ends up in the mix there as well, is 1, 2 or 3, depending on the player you ask. My top 5 was Aztecs, then Malay, then Teutons, then Slavs, then Turks. I do prefer Teutons to Malay though, but obviously I do don't ignore the strength of the Malay. Also monks here for Terror. Does he have Sanctity? Should do. Yes, he does. You might be able to even get some Light Cav. Yeah, Light Cav. Why were you on stone then if you weren't building a forward castle? What is this build? Going for a lot of Light Cavs plus some Knights. Not exactly the most effective way to try and build some kind of forward castle here. If he gets it up though, if he manages to get it on this gold, that's going to be quite crucial, because Terror cannot take any gold if that's the case. So many Light Cavs converted though. Like, Terror's going for the Aztec Light Cav rush simply because D3rp is donating that. He's going to lose a couple of villagers here. He's going to lose the rest of the Light Cav. Oh, castle goes up though. Nice, really nice. 12 villager. Oh god, how's Terror losing so many villagers to the castle? Approximately 9 villager advantage for the Aztec player Terror here though. He's ahead in economy. He's going to go up to Imp really fast. He's getting Wheelbarrow, he's getting Loom. He's going to try and defend this. Maybe a lot more Monstering? No, Brax even. That's interesting. He got Atonement even. So Monk defense is not going to be anything at all for the Burmese player. So how's he going to raid if he's not going up to Imp? He can't trip his way in, he can't beat his way in. He's effectively walled off. I think Terror might want to quickly invest in some quick walls here, just stop any Light Cav raids. Lots of spears though, which is going to be pikes. This castle is going to get tread down, nothing that can really stop. Maybe a good 20 pikes. Iron Bio are going to be okay, but obviously they could easily get converted. We still see quite a few monks here from Terror. Relic advantage, we see 3 for Terror, 1 for D3rp. And I think when this castle goes down, D3rp, it's going to be pretty GG. What can he do against this? Massing some rams, but it's not going to work against the pikes. The Iron Buy, sure, he has enough to sort of hold it for now, but he needs to switch into something more castle age. He has castle at home, okay. Only 2 TCs though, he is actually catching up in economy, same villager count. Obviously, what can you do to quell a few monks? That's a lot of pikemen, the Light Cav's just going to get cleaned. And so are the Iron Buy even. Not enough Iron Buy micro, I don't feel. But then again, Terror's just letting the pike spot for their deaths. Terror building a castle here, that's going to be quite good. Of course, he could always then add Jaguars if he does have 2 castles to protect his position. So, yeah. Jaguars going to be kind of the end of the Burmese. Aztecs do have SO as well. And that's a combination that Terror does actually quite often go. He likes to go for Siege Onager. It's one of those hard to reach combinations. But if you do reach it, then obviously it's going to be really, really effective. Apparently I have mutual friends with my brother. Welcome to Facebook, folks. Staying the fucking obvious. Now I've got that out of the way. This is some... It's curious engagement because he's just trying to invest more into Iron Buy. D3rp is going to be Imperial Age, he's going to try and add in Bomber Cannons maybe. You might expect Onagers if he keeps going in Iron Buy. Be quite easily to be converted by the monks though. I mean, the monks already have decent upgrades, 75 HP. You don't have a game, well, you do have a game timer down here. Obviously, it's quite nice if you're alive, you don't have the host timer, which spoils if the game's over or not. And you can switch to the view here, 1 relic, 3 relics. But it's not on the default view. It's in one of the side menus. He's just going for forever Iron Bite, and I don't see why he keeps taking into the light cap. The monks aren't too big of a problem right now. The rams are just going to come out though. Siege ram's going to come in, they're quite decent against the Iron Bite, and obviously if he just has enough pikes, that's fine. We don't see Golem Wars on the pikes yet, but we could always see it. I'm not entirely sure what the Burmese player can do at this point that won't be so easily countered at this point, because 3 castles, I mean that's Jaguars against all forms of infantry, so that's kind of ruled out of the game immediately. Not enough monks to really kill the Iron Bite, lots of Iron Bite. Are they elite yet? Not elite. They do have the bloodlines though. There's nothing you can do to really stop the Pike Ram. It's not Halb Ram, but it is Pike Ram still. He can forever try and micro against the Pikes, but he can't micro against the Onagers. He doesn't have a single unit that can stop the Rams, just hitting here, killing the castle, breaking in, killing everything. Lots of Iron Bite getting converted as well, lots of Pikes coming in. What can D3rp do to stop this? No addition. And then stables up here, but it's not going to work. Yeah, and then longswords. Those would be really nice in the castle age, but they're not going to be any good at this stage of the game. Hello? There we go. We see a 3-2 win for Terror over D3rp. Both really strong players. Always quite nice to see these kinds of games. Not a complete trash fest as the games we are not fans of seeing.